What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Richard Face TV. I got my boy Ben in the motherfucking building, man. The nigga put in real work. I'm gonna let him pop his shit on his own accord. You do that.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? It's your boy Benny Fame. You know, artist and also creative entity. You know, videography work, but focusing on the music right now. Here with my guy. Exclusive interview. We just got finished performing Apollo Sundays, Peacock, Auburn Ave. I mean, y'all need to be here on Sunday.
You have a creative mind. You into digital film, you into making videos, and you also into making music. What do you like to do the most?
Well, honestly, I like to do whatever pays the most. Yeah. You know, but music is, no matter what, it's all about the art. It's all about the music and the entertainment. So I just want to be able to be a creative entity and reach the, hopefully one day reach the level of the Russell Simmons. Or, the Kanye's, that I could put out other artists and really put my own spin behind it. You know what I mean?
So with you having the ability to go around in different cities and network, what are some things you learned when it comes to being a creator?
Well, one thing I learned, if you don't mind, one thing I learned about going to different states is it's always a unique vibe from each state. Like the original vibe from the state. We got a lot of brands and things and people that come back and forth, but Atlanta has an original sound. It has an original vibe. Yeah. Texas has an original sound. It has an original vibe. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rap A Lot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Screw. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about all of these areas, you have pockets of talent. That's the original sound. And then you have people like Thugger, and we're in Atlanta. So someone like Thugger has an evolved sound from Gooch, which was 10 years ago, which Gooch has, and even Gooch now has an evolved sound. Whereas 10 years ago, you got Kick a Door and all of that, and now you got a grown, sophisticated man making music.
Yeah. And that's a good analogy you brought up, but sometimes I don't really hear the growth in Gucci music in a way, because it sounds like it's just been mixed and mastered better, but I don't understand that, like, with if it's just all the way better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see the improvement, but I mean, like, is he more lyrical? Is he like, or what is he? What you think it is?
Well, I would say, as far as Gooch, it's not so much more about the lyrics. It's about the creativity and the content that he's producing, because he has a clear mind right now. You got to think, 10 years ago, you had the Gooch on all of the everything. You know what I mean? Even his body, his health, things were different. Now you have a healthy individual that has a clear mind, that's able to clearly send his message or give you exactly what he wants. And as other artists, you also got to think, we're looking at a person now that has labels and people behind them. So before you had 100% energy going into trap house or back to the trap, or, you know what I'm saying, shit, whatever mixtape he was dropping back then. Now you got Gooch, and you got him pushing other artists, being a mogul, and so that is also reflected in his music, because you're looking at a person that was at trap status, rapping, now you're at mogul status, rapping. So the content is different. Now some people don't feel it because they so used to that wave. You know what I mean? But let's look at somebody like Michael Jackson. How many different types of music? How many different types of music has Michael created?
Not really a lot. It's really one lane. It just sounds better. I mean, it's not different type of music that Michael Jackson created. Like Thriller sounds. Well, I mean,
you got to think of the evolution.
The theme of it.
You got Thriller, but Thriller sounds nothing like Dangerous album. You know why? Because you got different producers and people that's working and that's able to draw different parts out of a person. And now a lot of the sound is coming from the same 5 producers now. That's the difference. Back in the day when you had Def Jam, you had all of these different artists and different engineers and producers. You had different engineers and producers that was creating so many sounds, high tech, and then now it's the same sounds that's created maybe from the same 5 people. You got Mustard, not to say nothing because I fuck with everybody, but that's when you start to think of why all music is sounding the same, because either you're going to go to Mustard, you're going to go to London, you know what I mean, you're going to go to Tovin, you're going to go to the same people. Now it's time just to get a little different vibe out of it. You got people that'll be sounding the exact same. You can't even tell who it is because they produced by the same people.
Do you think it's the same when people pick their videographers? So like, who gonna make their videos?
Well, a lot of things is now, 10 years ago, everything was about originality.
Yeah.
Now things are about what's the wave, how can I jump on it and be a part of it instead of creating your own wave. There's hundreds of thousands of waves in the ocean. Why you want to jump on the same wave when you can make your own wave or get on a whole nother one? So when you talk about what's going on right now and back to the videography, let's say Cole Bennett, you got Lyrical Lemonade. Everyone wants a Cole Bennett video. You know what I'm saying? Or you got if Drew didn't film it, it ain't filmed right. So you got these same entities that are creating great videos. Don't get it fucked up. They're creating great, but it's the same person doing it. You know? So, and the labels had the money behind it, and they know what videographers they want to use for the budget because they already had a consistent track record of making dope ass videos. You know?
So, how do you feel like you can get yourself there as a videographer?
Well, as a videographer, I try to create unique visuals that's not exactly the same as what's going on YouTube. Like, I'll look on YouTube and see what the last popping videos look like, try to do something similar but put my own twist on it. You know what I mean?
And that's what it's all about, the creativity, like what you speak upon a lot.
Yeah, and not being afraid to be different. You know what I'm saying? The greatest groups and the biggest acts were different. That's why they were the biggest acts, you know?
And this is a lot of drip and a lot of sauce y'all getting here at the Real Peacock, man. The interview we wasn't even supposed to get y'all all that. But I appreciate you being, man, for coming through, dropping game, man. Each one teach one. Anything you want to say before we slide?
Well, I want to reiterate exactly what he just said. Each one teach one. You know, in this business and life, we got to be together on everything. You know what I'm saying? There's too many things that's separating talent, separating creativity in all areas. So now it's like, why not bring it together? Like I was explaining to the one gentleman, it's like when you make a plate of food, right? You don't put the same 5 ingredients on the plate and eat it. That ain't a meal. You need 5 different things to make one plate. So that's how music and entertainment should be. You know what I mean?
And that's the best analogy you're gonna get today, man. Yeah, and this is my boy. I fucks with him. This is Rich and Fate TV. We out.